So one of the first things we're going to talk about when it comes to getting started in real estate investing or anything, and most of this will apply to whether you're getting into real estate, buying companies, businesses, things like that. First and foremost, you need the education. You have to educate yourself. When it comes to real estate, what do I mean by education? You need to know the type of asset you want to invest in. You need to know the language of the business. You need to know, what's going on in the markets and know the market that you want to invest in and things like that. So from an education standpoint, language of the business, even starting with real estate, what is real estate? Real estate's an asset class, just like cash, stocks, bonds, it's an alternative asset, like equity capital, private equity, art, cryptocurrencies, those are alternative assets. Real estate is an alternative asset. A lot of people call different types of properties in real estate classes of real estate, and that's not accurate. So real estate is an asset class. Within that asset class of real estate, there are types, and there are basically four main types: residential, commercial, you'll have land, industrial, and then there's special use types that are like schools and public properties, parks, things like that. Those are usually within that, commercial sector. And then within each of those, like residential, commercial, industrial, land, you have subtypes. So like on residential, you have single family, you have single family detached, you have single family attached, which would be 2, 3, 4 units. A lot of people think that a 4-unit property or a duplex or a triplex is multifamily. It's not. Anything less than 5 units is residential attached, is what that's called. And that could be all types of different things: 4 flats, quads, triplexes, all those types of things. Townhouses are single family attached. So commercial townhouses are residential, single family attached. Commercial starts at 5 units and up. So if you have a 5-plex and up, that's commercial multifamily. There's other types of real estate, like under commercial, self-storage would be a subtype, flex space would be a subtype, warehouse would be a subtype, hotels would be a subtype, retail would be a subtype, all those types of things. And then within the types, then you have classes of those types, which are A, B, C, and sometimes D. And those are usually based on age, location, condition, things like that. So when I say language of the business, you want to know all of those things. What types of assets are you interested in? And then when it comes to the market, you want to know your market intimately. Okay, so if you want to invest in a market, when I say knowing your market, what I mean is whatever type of property you want to invest in, you want to now find the market you want to invest in, and you need to know that market in terms of how many properties are available. How many are under, like if you're doing single family, how many are available, how many are under contract, how many have sold in the last 30, 60, 90 days, would they sell for listing price to sale price, how long were things on the market? So you're limited in what you can do personally. So the number one thing is you have to become a leader, delegator, motivator. So you need to have people, processes, and systems in place so that you can leverage as much of that as possible, so you don't have to spend your time on anything specifically. Your main thing is you want to drill down and say, okay, what's the highest and best use of my time? If I want to do more deals and I want more deal flow, then you need to put systems and people in place so that these leads are coming in automated. And then you have an initial, process that kind of scrubs the deals. And then that way you're only looking at the ones that you're really interested in. So, there's a lot of ways to leverage that through technology, through CRMs, through database, things like that. And then you can hire virtual assistants to kind of help you, generate leads and scrub lists and things like that. But, at the end of the day, you're going to have to look at the ones that kind of meet your criteria and, really hone in on those. But the best thing is to put people to work, build those relationships with brokers around the areas that you're looking at, be specific, tell them exactly what you're looking for. And then, create that CRM and database to keep up with all that and keep yourself organized and efficient. But think about all of the things that you do that are tying you up in your time. Same thing in your mortgage business. And figure out how can I and who can I delegate all of these little administrative things so that I'm just over everything in the organization and it's all just automated and, systemized, and I can spend my time doing, the 1 or 2 things that are really going to move the needle. And for everybody watching, you want to think about where do you want to be? What is your goal? So for your situation, you want to scale your business. You need to be detailed and articulate what that looks like. What does that mean? Where is it that you want to be in your business? And then you need to look at, where am I now? And what do you need to do to bridge that gap? What are the systems, processes, and people that you need to put in place in order to bridge that gap? And then you work it backwards.